This is Jean Berge at ConExpo 2011. We're at the Bosch Rexroth booth with Terry Hirschberger, and we're just going to talk about some of their Tier 4 and other technologies they have on their booth. Specifically, I'd like to start talking about your Tier 4 strategies. A lot of it seems to be about downsizing.
Downsizing, as well as trying to reduce engine speeds, to reduce noise emissions, as well as save on operating costs, reduce fuel consumption, that sort of thing that happens to be there. So downsizing and also integrating more efficient components.
Speaking of efficient components, could you talk about the green valve?
Yeah, the green valve in particular, really we're talking about saving energy by using gravity to lower loads, along with the counterbalance valve, as opposed to using all that power to lower a load.
And in terms of emissions, there's a lot of talk about emissions here, but
Correct.
It seems during our discussion efficiency is bigger, and that on a big scale. Could you talk about?
Right. Just on a broader scale, even in efficiency, because we pretty much maxed out displacement-wise what we're doing with machines, as well as the efficiency we have to become more because there's only so much available power. Where can we gain the efficiency in our own hydraulic components, as well as, I would say, movements of the machine have to be more purposeful driven, so using that energy or recovering energy when we're coming through that. So energy efficiency, probably hand in hand.
Specifically, one product in particular you've just launched here, I believe you launched here, the program you were working on with Dana. Could you go tell us about that?
Yeah, it's just the hydraulic variable transmission, and that is in place there to just talk about. It's a little bit of change in the industry in regards to wheel loaders, but we're looking at that from the standpoint of trying to reduce fuel consumption again. Instead of using a power shift transmission, for instance, what we can end up doing is setting the engine speed at a fixed known value and running a hydrostat transmission along with direct drive transmission through the gearbox to try and save on that. So it's I would say efficient, but also trying to reduce the engine speed again, reduce those emissions and more constant load on the engine.
In terms of looking forward, I'm curious, I know this is probably third or fourth ConExpo as well as other industry shows.
Right.
I'm curious what you think you might see on the Bosch Rexroth booth in 2014.
I think it'll be a little bit of continuation of where we are today. Probably further machine development as maybe even more efficient components. But as well, I think we're going to see in machines that may have a lot more components on them they didn't have before. So accumulators that might be storing that type of energy. So from our side, also developing better solutions from that standpoint. And I also think some further electronic controls for optimization, as I think ISO 13849 that's coming into effect with machinery directives and safety may also play a big role in maybe what you're seeing here on the booth.
Well, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
This is Jean Berge, 2011 ConExpo with Terry Hirschberger from Bosch Rexroth. Bosch Rexroth. Should I say that one more time? Bosch Rexroth. Yeah, we'll make it work.
Make it work.
Yeah.
Bosch Rexroth.
Bosch Rexroth. Say it one more time. The whole thing. This is Jean Berge from ConExpo 2011 reporting from the Bosch Rexroth booth with Terry Hirschberger.